Appliance Repair and Rebuild, Jacksonville, Florida. Hey, I'm the only appliance reconditioner in this town. I consider them remanufactured. I'll do whatever it takes to make them look and operate like new. You can take parts off of stuff or order parts, best cabinets, whatever it takes, elements. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you a little bit about this washer, which is great. This is a $600 washer now. What I'm doing is I'm going to show you how it washes. So I had it paused, filling up. Here's the lid switch, which would be on your lid. Over here, you really can't do this because you got to keep taking it out, put it back in. Because every time you open and close the lid, it knows. All right. It will fill with the lid open, which is a good thing. They'll lock when it's ready to do its thing. Some of them lock as soon as you press the button. So I'm going to show you what happens when it fills. And I'll be right back. All right, it stopped filling. And I got the lid switch in my hand. I'm going to put it in. Now, it's going to keep sensing, and then it will start to wash, and it shows you on the indicators. So I'm just going to start it real quick. And it locks, and then it's going to start sensing, washing and sensing. All right, it does different wash actions. Really great washer. Porcelain tub, really good agitator. All right, it stopped, but I put it on pause so the lid unlocked, so it's going to relock, and it's going to put more water in it, and still sense. It's got a lock. Oh, there it goes. All right, lock. Then it's going to start washing again, and it's going to still have the status, which is still sensing. All right, it's nice. I keep saying that. It's a beautiful machine. I know my stuff. All right, it paused again, adding more water. Then the wash light should come on. There it goes. Now it's washing differently. All right, so it's gonna wash the way it wants to in the normal. You gotta use the right settings, like the bulky and all that, because it does different things. I'm gonna spin it out. All right, I only put it in the drain to spin right now. It takes a little bit because it does different things again, and I'll explain it real quick. So right now it's going to shift to go into the rinse mode because it was washing. I mean the spin mode. There, it's still sensing now. It's in the spin, but it's not going to spin yet. All right. Okay, like the pump just came on, and then it's only going to spin very slowly for a couple and drain some of that excess water before it restarts. It probably just did that now, and it's going to do this, but it's going to stop. And the pump, yeah, I think the pump's running. It's running. So it's getting excess water out, and then it will stop again. I got a strive on this. You got to watch how much soap you put in these things. They don't use a lot of water, so you don't put a big cup of all this or 2 pods and all that. You use very little soap. If you oversuds it a lot, it'll break down the bearing and all that. So it just stopped, got that excess water, and it's probably going to start spinning fast. There it goes. So this is such a great machine. I think the suspension rods in here were replaced. Most likely I did, because I replaced all of them just about. All right, so it's doing that, and it really spins good. It's great. Now I'm going to come back one more time on the washer. Hey, I canceled the spin out. What it's going to do, I think, it's going to reverse a little bit. So it's going to sound like a jet engine reversing their motors when they land. I don't want to waste all this time. I'm going to pause it. Hear it? And then it should unlock and it's done. Why wouldn't buy one of these machines just online from private seller, whatever excuse they got? Because they got a lot going on. You got to make sure that everything is good. That's why if you can't do all this, I'd be very leery about buying one of these digitals, and everything's digital. So what I did now is I put it in engineering modes, and I'm going to put it in a manual mode, meaning I can manually, like, lock the thing and all that. So I can lock it out. So I can go to all these tests, cold valve I can go to. It just says done, hit the button, water coming in, see? So I can do all that. and there's calibrations, there's codes, all that good stuff. When it's like this, it should stay like this, okay? So if you take good care of it, it's just gonna keep running for you. They call this high agitation. It's not fast, it's different than what it would normally be, but this is called high agitation. So I can do whatever I want, make sure everything works. Then it's got an automatic test mode that will test all the components, the computer. So lid lock, it's gonna be different valves will open for the water. It'll do everything that the machine needs to do, so it's gonna be another valve. So it just tells you right here. Then you got your error codes. So buying one of these from a non-technician, even these shops that are out there selling you this stuff for a lot of money, make sure you know it's gonna work and where you get it repaired, all right? There you go.